Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at Tampa, Florida. Beautiful day. Beautiful day on a Tuesday before Super Bowl 55. As we get closer and closer to game time, it is 52 degrees and sunny in Tampa. And this is Super Bowl Live, presented to you by CDW from our climate-controlled newsroom in Los Angeles. Hi there. Thanks for being with us. Happy Super Bowl week. My name is Andrew Siciliano. I am not alone, as we are here all day on NFL Network. I have three fantastic Super Bowl friends with me: Maurice Jones-Drew, Daniel Jeremiah. We were just in Alabama together. And the great Super Bowl champion, Shaun O'Hara. Now, you guys are all working at home. The Chiefs aren't even in Tampa yet. But MJD moments ago just scared the heck out of me. It was like out of a David Lynch movie. Can we see this? It's like you transported yourself into DJ's house. Dude, how did you do that?
It's called magic in television, Andrew. Don't worry about it.
DJ, is he in your lap right now?
Anytime.
He's not at your house.
Nope, he's not there, but he's welcome. MJD's welcome anytime. Shaun, on the other hand, just call ahead. Give me some warning.
Shaun, are you alone in there?
Yeah, you don't have enough. Yeah, DJ, you don't have enough beer in your house for me to come over and spend more than 15 minutes there. But yeah, MJD, he was trying to convince us all that he grew up, but clearly he's still a kid. Raise your hand if you shoveled 24 inches of snow this morning. Pretty sure nobody down in Tampa did any of that.
No.
Did you actually do it, or did you pay a neighbor kid?
Definitely pay somebody.
Oh, no, I was out there. The back is sore. I was in a full lather. It's a workout.
All right. Shaun's a tough guy. He shovels his own snow. Well done, sir. This kind of sums up all of Super Bowl week, right? I mean, all of us kind of working from different places. The Chiefs are still working in Kansas City. We'll hear from them. Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid coming up in a little bit. Bruce Arians on the podium momentarily here on Super Bowl Live. But first, let's go to Kansas City and get a Chiefs report. I'm fairly certain Omar Ruiz is actually in the cold outside of Arrowhead to tell us about the Chiefs' offensive line. Because if you're in your front yard in Southern California, Omar, well done.
Yeah, there is no green screen behind me here, Andrew. Everything is real about this shot here in Kansas City. Everything real about the offensive line shuffle that you just mentioned, something that the Chiefs have been dealing with all year long, with injuries to Mitchell Schwartz and Kelechi Osemele. Most recently in the AFC Championship game, Eric Fisher, their left tackle, tore his Achilles. Mike Remmers, who was at right tackle, who had been filling in for Schwartz, moved over to the left side, and that's expected to be his role in the Super Bowl. Now, Andy Reid and Andy Heck, the offensive line coach, both crediting Brett Veach and the front office for bringing in high-character players that have easily bought into Andy Reid's program here, that anybody can play at any position at any time. That has helped them not miss a beat on that offensive line. Obviously, that'll be a big challenge going against that Tampa Bay front seven. Also helping the offensive line is that Patrick Mahomes plays behind them, and he has become so proficient at throwing on the run, second most in the NFL this season. Speaking of Patrick Mahomes and his mobility, he said today that his toe is feeling better, and when he takes the field on Sunday, it will have been 3 weeks from when he injured his toe against the Browns, which is the expected timeline for his recovery for that toe injury. And he said he is feeling better every day. The more that he rests, the better he feels. Also, Sammy Watkins has returned to practice, and he is optimistic about playing on Sunday. Of course, dealing with that calf injury, Sammy Watkins is. He feels that he might be able to give it a go as well on Sunday.
All right, so other than those tackles, and those are key injuries here, the rest of the Chiefs seemingly getting healthier offensively. Thank you, Omar Ruiz, truly outside Arrowhead Stadium here on Super Bowl Live, as Mahomes and that O-line get ready to face a very good Tampa defense, #1 against the rush and top 5 when it comes to turnovers and getting after the quarterback. Moments ago, Bruce Arians asked on the podium, let's go live to Tampa, about what he looks for in D.C.
First answer, I think you're looking for someone who matches your personality and what you want out of your football team. For us, it starts with attack. We want to attack in all 3 phases: offense, defense, special teams. Todd does a great job of that. I do trust him totally, and the only time And I have to do it very, very seldom, tell him to go cover zero and blitz more. That's about it.
Next, we'll go to Ryan Dunleavy.
Hey, Bruce, I wanted to ask you about the no risk it, no biscuit philosophy, where its origins come from. And honestly, Bruce, I'm wondering, do you live that way in other parts of your life? Like, I don't know, are you aggressive in real estate or finance or anything? Do you have that kind of philosophy other places too?
Yeah, I think it started, when I was young, one of my coaches put the poem If by Rudyard Kipling in our playbook. And it just talks about not being afraid to throw your hat in a ring, fail or win, bounce back and keep on going. I do apply it to everyday life. You're not guaranteed the next day. I hit a lot of balls in the water going for it in 2, knowing I can't get there, but I ain't going to get there unless I try. And that 1 out of 10 that makes it, it's a great feeling. And so, yeah, that's how I live life.
Next, we'll go to Nate Davis.
Hey, Coach, you've worked with a lot of really premier quarterbacks, obviously, during your career. Just wondering, with your year with Tom here, what's really just distinguished him, maybe that you didn't realize beforehand, and maybe particularly in terms of things we don't see on Sunday?
I think the biggest thing with Tom is that he's just one of the guys. Until you're with a guy of his stature, you really don't know his personality on a daily basis. He is just fantastically one of the guys, and he does such a great job working with younger and older players. It's like having another coach on the field, and it's been fantastic.
Next, we'll go to Michael Hurley.
Hey, Bruce. I had another question about Tom. Jason Light last week said that when Tom signed, he wanted the number 7. He thought about it, going for that 7th Super Bowl. You've coached a lot of players. Everyone wants to win, obviously, but Tom obviously being not satisfied with 6 Super Bowls. What's it been like, or what's unique about his passion to win?
Well, I think the great quarterbacks all have it. They have the ability to will themselves on other people to make sure that everybody has bought into the cause, and the cause is a ring, putting a championship in your trophy case. So Tom brings that attitude every single day, and it permeates throughout the entire locker room.
Next, we'll go to Neil Reynolds.
Hi, Coach. Neil from Sky Sports in the UK. Coach, I was sat in your office in March, about a week before you signed Tom Brady, and you seemed in a very good mood, and now I realise why. I know it's a one game at a time business, but once you signed him, did you think you might have a shot at where you are right now? Did you allow yourself to get excited about it?
Yes, I did. I thought that was the missing piece. And then Jason did such a great job of adding pieces as we went along. And Rob, Leonard, Antonio, and other guys. Ross Cockrell has been one of the best pickups we've had the entire season. So, yeah, I thought it was possible, and that was our goal because I knew how good a football team we had and what we were missing. And we were missing that belief that we were good enough.
All right, so for those that don't know that story, that one I hadn't heard in a while, MJD, Daniel Jeremiah, Sean O'Hara, Rudyard Kipling's 1895 poem, If, MJD, is where Bruce Arians gets his no risk it, no biscuit philosophy.
Yeah, Andrew, I love it. I think that mentality has been a ton of, turnovers. If you look at some of the things in the past with Andrew Luck when he coached him, obviously Jameis Winston, Carson Palmer. But the key was this year that there was less turnovers and more touchdowns, and he just fit with the right quarterback. And so that philosophy with the right player shows to be true. And this is why a lot of people pick the Bucs to be at this point because of how Tom Brady takes care of the football and how he prepares, and then the mindset of Bruce Arians and what he tries to do, how he doesn't care what people think.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Rudyard Kipling poem was not in the Green Bay Packers playbook. That would be my guess. I haven't confirmed that yet. But that is the way that they play. I love the fact he talked about with Todd Bowles. Look, he's great. He trusts him. But every now and then, he's got to nudge him every now and then because he wants to go a little more cover zero. Let's blitz a little bit more and be aggressive. And I think when you look at history and postseason play, aggressive play is rewarded. You don't get rewarded for being conservative and playing things safe. You get rewarded for being aggressive. I think back to Sean Payton calling for that onside kick to start the third quarter against the Colts. Those types of aggressive moves, Sean, when you get in these big moments, more than likely you're going to be on the best side of things when you err on the side of being aggressive.
Yeah, DJ, I think both of these coaches, they've got their foot on the gas pedal. We saw Andy Reid throw the ball on 4th down and 1 with his backup quarterback, Chad Henne. Bruce Arians is cut from the same cloth. Now, look, Bruce Arians, I love him to death, all right? He was my offensive coordinator when I played for the Cleveland Browns for 3 years early on, and I didn't hold it against him that he went to Virginia Tech and that he was a Hokie. And part of that is because he was born in Paterson, New Jersey, which is about 15 minutes from where I live. If you're born in Paterson, you went to Virginia Tech, you coached at Temple, you're a tough SOB, and I tell you, that was one of my favorite parts of playing for Bruce Arians. When he came in on Wednesday mornings with our game plan offensively, all right, his number one thing was, we are going to attack you. We're going to hit somebody in the mouth, and he would pick somebody to attack on the defensive side of the ball. So you're going to know in the first 10 plays of this Super Bowl who they're trying to attack on the other side of the ball defensively.
All right, I'm just reading, and I'm envisioning, Tim Couch saying attack. But I'm reading if here. If you can dream, if you can meet with triumph and desire. So it's the whole entire poem is if you can do these things. And then at the end, it's yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son. So there. We got the story behind No Biscuit.